luxury cars used to feel completely unreachable. They were symbols of wealth, status, and success. Massive price tags, premium badges, and designs that instantly told the world you had money. But in 2026, something surprising is happening. Some luxury cars have become shockingly affordable. In fact, many of them now cost less than brand new economy cars. And the craziest part is that most people still think these cars are expensive. Today, we're counting down the top 10 cheapest luxury cars you can buy in 2026. These cars offer premium interiors, advanced technology, smooth rides, and serious road presence without destroying your bank account. But there's a catch. Some of these cars are incredible bargains, while others can quietly become financial nightmares. So watch carefully, because some of these might surprise you. Starting at number 10 is the Acura ILX. The Acura ILX is one of the cheapest ways to enter the luxury car world in 2026, and honestly, that's exactly what makes it special. It may not be the flashiest car on the road, but it delivers something many luxury cars struggle with: reliability. Underneath the premium styling, the Acura ILX shares a lot of its engineering with Honda, and that's actually a huge advantage. It means lower maintenance costs, dependable performance, and fewer headaches over time. From the outside, the ILX still looks modern with sharp LED headlights, a bold front grille, and sporty body lines that make it appear much more expensive than it actually is. Most people would never guess this is one of the cheapest luxury sedans on the market. And that's exactly why it deserves a spot on this list. At number 9 is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Now things start getting serious because this is a real Mercedes-Benz. The E-Class became one of the most affordable ways to own the famous three-pointed star, and in 2026, used models are becoming incredibly tempting. The moment you step inside, it immediately feels expensive. The dual-screen dashboard, ambient lighting, premium materials, and futuristic interior design make this car feel like something from a much higher price category. And honestly, that's the magic of Mercedes-Benz branding. Even their entry-level cars still feel luxurious. But there's an important catch. While the purchase price may now be affordable, maintenance and repair costs can still be very expensive. This is one of those cars that looks cheap to buy but can quickly remind you that it's still a Mercedes. Still, for luxury vibes on a budget, the A-Class is difficult to ignore. Coming in at number 8 is the Cadillac CT4. Cadillac has spent years trying to compete with BMW and Mercedes, and the CT4 proves they're getting closer than ever. The design looks sharp, aggressive, and modern. The vertical LED lighting gives it a unique identity, and the proportions make it feel like a proper luxury sports sedan. From certain angles, it honestly looks far more expensive than it actually is. Inside, you get leather materials, modern technology, digital displays, and a cabin that feels genuinely premium. But unlike some luxury cars, the CT4 also feels exciting to drive. This car proves that you don't need a European badge to look successful. At number 7 is the BMW 2 Series Gran Coupe. This car caused controversy the moment it launched. Hardcore BMW fans complained that it didn't feel like a traditional BMW. But regular buyers didn't care because it still looked and felt premium. And in 2026, it's becoming one of the cheapest ways to own a BMW badge. The design is sleek and sporty. The interior still feels modern and upscale. And on the road, most people cannot tell the difference between this and a much more expensive BMW model. That's the power of luxury branding. The logo alone changes how people see the car. And honestly, the BMW 2 Series Gran Coupe still delivers enough style and performance to make people believe you spent far more money than you actually did. At number 6 is the Lexus ES 300h. Now this car is different from most of the others on this list because it's not only luxurious, it's also incredibly reliable. The Lexus ES 300h combines premium comfort with Toyota-level dependability, and that combination is extremely powerful in today's market. The ride quality feels smooth and quiet like a luxury lounge on wheels. The seats are soft and comfortable, the cabin feels elegant, and the fuel economy is surprisingly good for a luxury sedan. This is the kind of car people buy when they want long-term comfort without constant repair bills. And honestly, that may be more valuable than speed or flashy styling. At number 5 is the Audi Q3. Luxury SUVs dominate today's market, and the Audi Q3 has become one of the cheapest ways to enter that world. From the outside, the Q3 looks modern, sharp, and expensive. Audi's clean design language gives this SUV a premium appearance that still turns heads. But the real magic happens inside. Audi interiors continue to be some of the best in the industry, and the Q3 still feels futuristic with its digital cockpit, clean dashboard layout, and ambient lighting. Because Audi vehicles depreciate heavily, used Q3 models are becoming surprisingly affordable in 2026. But like many German luxury vehicles, ownership costs can still be unpredictable. That low price tag can sometimes hide expensive future repairs. At number 4 is the Genesis G80. A few years ago, almost nobody took Genesis seriously. Now it's becoming one of the biggest threats to Mercedes-Benz and BMW. The Genesis G80 looks incredibly expensive. In fact, many people confuse it for a Bentley from certain angles. The massive grille, elegant headlights, premium interior, and smooth luxury styling make this car feel far more expensive than it really is. And compared to German rivals, Genesis models usually cost significantly less while offering similar levels of comfort and technology. This may honestly be one of the best luxury bargains on the market today. At number 3 is the BMW 3 Series. The BMW 3 Series has always been one of the most iconic luxury sedans in the world, and thanks to depreciation, older models are becoming surprisingly affordable. This is where luxury and driving performance come together perfectly. Even older BMW 3 Series models still feel premium. The steering feels sharp, the handling feels sporty, and the cabin still delivers that upscale German experience. This is not just transportation. It's a car designed to make driving feel exciting. And that emotional experience is something economy cars usually cannot match. At number 2 is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. This car represents old money luxury better than almost anything else on the road. For decades, the E-Class has been associated with executives, CEOs, and wealthy professionals. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it quietly projects status and success. And now, older E-Class models are becoming surprisingly affordable. But they still look expensive. That's the important part. Luxury is often about perception, and very few cars create that perception better than a black Mercedes-Benz E-Class cruising through a city at night. The interior still feels elegant even years later, the ride quality remains smooth and refined, and the overall design ages beautifully. This is one of the easiest ways to look rich without actually being rich. And finally, at number 1, the Maserati Ghibli. This is the king of fake rich luxury cars. Because the moment people hear the word Maserati, they instantly think exotic wealth. And the crazy thing is that used Maserati Ghiblis are depreciating so quickly that they're becoming cheaper than some regular family SUVs. Yet the car still turns heads everywhere it goes. The aggressive styling, exotic badge, loud exhaust note, and dramatic Italian design make this car feel incredibly expensive. But there's a reason these cars lose value so fast. Maintenance costs can become brutal, and reliability has not always been great. So while this may be the cheapest way to look rich in 2026, it could also become the most dangerous car for your wallet. And that brings us to the real truth about luxury cars. Luxury vehicles are no longer only for millionaires. Depreciation has completely changed the game. Cars that once cost $70,000 can now be purchased for the price of a brand new economy sedan. But buying luxury is only half the story. Owning luxury is where the real challenge begins. Because sometimes the cheapest luxury car becomes the most expensive mistake. So now I want to ask you something. Which one of these cars would you actually buy? And which one would you avoid completely? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Artworks Boss for more luxury car breakdowns, automotive deep dives, and viral car content.